Hey, what y'all doing? How y'all doing today? Listen, I want to share something with you. Right now, we are in a cycle. And in this cycle, a lot of us have gotten caught. We're labeling the cycle. We are experiencing the cycle based on the labels we're giving it. What we don't really understand is that we're in a season of darkness. It's not going to last always. It's not going to be here forever. And this is a period of growth, stillness, decay, and renewal. I know we don't like it. I get it. I know we're not happy about it. I know we're frustrated. And I know we're tired. But you cannot forget that life is cycles and that everything we're experiencing right now is part of the cycle. This too shall pass. Don't get caught in the shit. Listen to me. This is going to pass. This season is going to change. It's not going to stay the same. We're not going to always be in a negative energy. We're not going to always be in this energy deficit. We've got to learn to stop being attached and always labeling something as if it's permanent. This political season climate, these changes that are going on in the world, these fights among nations and countries and these global atrocities, these are seasons. And many of us don't understand seasons because we don't know how to not live in darkness because we pride ourselves in living in spaces and not giving up the energy of those spaces. We forget that it's not personal. The only thing that the cycle that you can deal with is your own personal life cycle. You can match that with this world, this global cycle, and become caught in it, right? Or you can realize that how you're supposed to act in different cycles, just like winter, spring, summer, and fall. How are you supposed to act in winter, spring, summer, or fall? You know that in the wintertime, you cannot act the same way you do in the summer because the winter is presenting you with different obstacles. Summer is presenting you with different obstacles. Winter, spring, right now we're in a cycle. We're in seed time and harvest, right? The wheat and the tare seem to be kind of growing together. The good and the bad, right? We're on this polarity, this ebb and flow that life is presenting us right now. And if we don't realize that we're in a season and that this season will not last because it cannot last, the laws of the universe says it cannot last, it cannot be permanent, and that we are more flexible than what we believe that we are. I know right now that the energy is dark. It's very dense. It is almost blinding us to the light, right? But what you have to understand is it's a cycle. It's a cycle. It's going to change. It's not going to stay the same. It's a law that we live under. Change happens. And how you operate in these cycles will determine the next cycle for you. So if you're in this negative, dark energy space in this cycle, you're going to have to heal and transmute this energy to even play in the next cycle. It's so important that we understand that we're navigating life with more grace, more patience, trust, and rhythm. This is rhythm. Many of us don't know how to we don't have rhythm. Maybe what you should try to do is put you a good song on that got a real nice rhythm and just sit and go with it. I mean, just get that song in your head and just feel the rhythm of it. And that's how you got to learn how to live life. You got to learn how to go with the flow and the rhythm of life. Right now, this is a cycle. I keep saying it's a cycle. I don't care about the damage the cycle is doing, right? I know that sounds cold. I'm an Aquarius, forgive me. I know that sounds detached and disconnected. But the damage will be fixed. That's a cycle. The darkness, the density of it, it's all cycles. Don't get caught in the cycles. Learn to realize and know when the cycles are here. Learn to understand what you're supposed to do when you're in a cycle. The only way to do that is to stay in touch with your authenticity, to stay in touch with the laws and the principles of the universe, not the laws and principles of this country. They are not fixed. They are not permanent. They are going to change because somebody's going to get mad and want them changed. They can't change the laws of the universe. They can't change reaping and sowing. They can't change light and darkness. They can't change the spectrums of polarity. They can't change cycles. They can't change the rhythms, right? So don't get caught in this season. Don't let people predict so many things to you that you can't even control your own mind. Don't listen to everybody. Take some time to listen to yourself. Learn about cycles. Learn about seasons. Learn about growth, decay, right? Understand that these are principles that none of us can get around. We experience them in our own personal lives. We experience them in our cities, in our communities. We experience them in the countries that we're in, and all the systems that make up this world still flow in cycles. So empower yourself. Don't get caught in it. Love yourself enough to not harm yourselves in these dark spaces. Don't do your mind harm in these spaces. Learn to love yourself through it. Continue to be love. Continue to flow in your energy and not someone else's. Continue to feel this space in you and not based on what someone else is trying to predict and decipher for you. You can do that because it's a cycle. Really, it's a cycle. So just don't get caught. Laugh it off. Smile. Put on a good song. Love yourself through it. Feel good about yourself. Look in the mirror and say, all this shit that's going on in the world, guess what? It's a cycle. I love you. Bye.